Good morning everyone and welcome to my video. This is the video of class 9 subject biology. As we had already completed the lectures part, so today we are going to deal with the question answer. That means first we are going to deal with the NCERT question answer. So let's start our video. So here we start with the question answer. As I had already told you in the previous video that we will deal with the question answer part. We have finished the lectures. So the first question that comes over here, who discovered cell and how? We already know that Mr. Robert Hooke in 1665 he discovered the cell. That means while he was examining with his handmade microscope, he just observed this thing in the cork, and he just that means he saw a structure of honeycomb consisting of numerous teeny compartment. That means, have you seen a honeycomb just like this one? A lot of that means compartments like these things are there. Just like this one, he have seen that cell. Now next question here, why is cell called the structural and functional unit of life? As we all know that means minute structure, the ultra structure of any living organism. See, the answer is cell forms the structure of an entity. A group of cells forms a tissue. Further, it makes organ, ultimately an organ system. That means we are having one body, so that body is made by the organ system. That organ system is made by organ. That organ is made by tissue. That tissue is made by cell. So this cell is the ultra structure and functional unit of life. That means this is the only one that just function. Here we are having how do substances like CO2 and water moves in and out of the cell. I think I have discussed this question in the previous videos, so we will not deal this one in this video. Why is the plasma membrane called a selectively permeable membrane? So let's see. The plasma membrane is called as selectively permeable membrane as it permits the movement of only a certain molecule in and out of the cell. That means plasma membrane just selects some of the particles that they will enter and something will come out. So it does not allow all the particles to go in and just come out. So it is called selectively permeable membrane. So here we are having the differences between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic that we have already read in the just in the previous that means top my videos. So here comes, can you name the two organelles we have studied that contain the own genetic material? See, we already know that the in the cell there are some cell organelles that contain their own genetic material like RNA or DNA. That is the mitochondria and it is plastid. Remember, mitochondria and plastid is having their own genetic material. Now here we are having, if the organization of a cell is destroyed due to some physical or chemical influences, what will happen? If the thing is coming destroyed due to some physical, that means remember the lysosome will come. Let's see the answer. In the event of any damage to cell and when revival of cell is not possible, lysosome burst and enzyme digest such cells. This is why lysosome are often referred to as suicidal bag. We have already read in the lysosome part that lysosome is having a powerful enzyme that we call hydrolytic enzyme. So if they are also known as suicidal bag, that means if they are detecting that our cell is not able to repair, so they will eat up their own cell. This is the important question. Why are lysosomes known as suicidal bag? Because when there is a damage to the cell and when revival is not possible, lysosome may burst, and they are having a powerful digestive enzyme. If they detect that foreign materials or foreign particles enter into the cell, they will eat up that foreign particles with their powerful digestive enzyme that is called hydrolytic enzyme. Now here comes, why are protein synthesized inside the cell? Oh sorry, where are protein synthesized inside the cell? If the protein synthesis comes, the answer will be ribosome. See, protein synthesis in cells takes place in ribosome. Hence, ribosome are referred to as protein factories. See, I have already told you all that ribosome is also known as the protein factory. Why it is called protein factory? Because it produces a lot of protein. Now, ribosome are particles that are found attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum. We have already seen that it is also attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum. That means endoplasmic reticulum are of two types. First is RER, that is rough one, where the ribosomes are attached, and the second one is SER, that is smooth, where ribosomes are not attached. Now here is a comparison between the plant cell and the animal cell that we had dealt in the previous video. Prokaryotic, eukaryotic we had dealt. Now here, what would happen if the plasma membrane ruptures or breaks down? So we already know that if the plasma membrane or the if the plasma membrane rupture or break, that means it is just working like a guard. That means it is allowing some of the people to enter and some of the peoples to go out. Just like here, the plasma membrane is also a type of a security guard, just in the door. So if the guard is removed from there, so everybody can enter, everybody can go out. So they will lose their all the cell organs. Let's see the answer. If the plasma membrane rupture or break down, then molecules of some substances like will freely move in and out of the cell. That means everyone can go out, everyone can get in. As plasma membrane act as a mechanical barrier, exchange of material from its surrounding through osmosis or diffusion in a cell won't take place. Consequently, the cell would die due to the disappearance of the protoplasmic material. That means the material that the cell contain, maybe that will also go out. So that means ultimately the cell will die. What would happen to the life of a cell if there was no Golgi body? What is the function of the Golgi body? The function of the Golgi body is packing, storing, and manufacturing ribosomes. That means if you imagine that in a factory there is a machine that packs the material. If the material is ready, it just pack with the polythene and then just it parcel. Just like over here, it is also doing Golgi body. So see the function: the storage of the substances, packing of the substances, and manufacturing of the substances. If there will be no Golgi body, this three thing will not occur. If three thing will not occur, that means it will not work. Now this is important question. Which organelle is known as the powerhouse of the cell? Powerhouse means the one who gives the energy. Now who is providing us the energy? Mitochondria is providing the energy. Why it is providing the energy? Sorry, how that means how it is providing the energy? Because when the food mixes with the oxygen, It gives ATP. You can see the in the answer adenosine triphosphate is the answer. That means in the form of adenosine triphosphate it gives us the energy. So it is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Where do lipids and proteins constituting the cell membrane get synthesized? Let's see the answer. Lipid and protein are synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum. Let's see the other answer. How does an amoeba obtain its food? We had already dealt with this question. What is osmosis? I had already told you that the movement of water molecule from the higher to the lower is known as osmosis. See, higher concentration to a lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane is known as osmosis. Here is the experiment over there. We will not deal with this one. Here, which type of cell division is required for growth and repair of the body? See, whenever this name will come, growth and repair and the cell division, remember the mitosis will come. If a cell division comes and with the cell division growth and repair comes, the mitosis will come. Now which type is involved in the formation of gametes? If the formation of gametes come, remember it will be meiosis. See here, there are two ways in which a cell divides, that is called mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is involved in the growth and repair of the body, where meiosis is a type of cell division which results in the formation of gametes. That means in meiosis the cell divides very rapidly. So that's it for today. We have completed the 10 question of our NCERT chapter.